the strength of geek knowledge continues as I am here, Jay St. G, to give you my top 10 video games of all time. Let's get right to it. Joe from Fall One Gaming, I swear I didn't copy off your list. But at number 10, Super Mario World on the SNES. This is the best Mario game, hands down. And this game, quite frankly, has aged like fine wine. Listen, I know some of y'all want to talk about Super Mario Bros. 3, but there's a problem here. Super Mario Bros. 3 doesn't have Yoshi. Super Mario Bros. 3 is linear. Super Mario World, you can go in any direction. By all means, this is the definitive Mario game to play, and it happens to be my favorite Mario platformer. At number 9, Mario Kart 64. Oh my God, Jay, why didn't you pick Mario Kart 8 Deluxe as the best Mario Kart game or your favorite Mario Kart game? Listen, Mario Kart 64 has the best physics. And my God, if you weren't there for split screen, battle mode, where if you're playing with 2, 3, or 4 people, oh my God, that was the shit right there. And listen, I'm going to be transparent. I'm going to let you guys in on my life just a little bit, okay? My sister's no longer with us. This is a game that her and I played a lot when we were kids growing up. And we were always at each other's throats. So I have a lot of fond memories of this game. Quite frankly, battle mode is where it's at. And yo, my mains, Donkey Kong, Luigi, Bowser, and Wario. Yeah, I like the big motherfuckers. I like hitting people. And I just love throwing my weight around. And Mario Kart 64 just makes you feel good. On top of that, come on. Wario Stadium, come on. Y'all know you like to hit that lightning when you're about to hit that big jump. At number 8, NFL Blitz 2000. I am a sports fiend. And I am an alpha male. And I love football. And I love hitting people. And I love playing defense. Yo, NBA Jam may have been one of the greatest sports arcade games to ever come out. But when they took the NBA Jam formula and applied it to football, holy shit, I just love catching fire. I love playing as Mortal Kombat characters. I love playing defense. I love the exaggerated hits. I love that there's no rules. And I love the fact this makes the NFL players have superhuman abilities. And I love the fucking bowling pin sound effect. Listen, even if you're not a sports person, even if you're not a football person, anybody can pick up this game and have a good time. And let me tell you something. Back in the day when we were in high school, we used to have parties at my house. 4-player NFL Blitz 2v2. I'm telling you, there ain't no other feeling like it. And let me tell you something else too while I'm at it. I am most excited that we are getting NFL Blitz Arcade 1-Up in October. At the time of this recording, it is coming out real soon. And you bet your sweet ass I got my machine ordered and ready. And let's just face it, NFL Blitz, in my opinion, is the best sports game ever made. Fuck Madden. The list marches on at number 7, Killer Instinct. Listen, Mortal Kombat will always be my bread and butter, no matter what. But Mortal Kombat is my girlfriend. Then Killer Instinct is my side bitch that I cheat on Mortal Kombat with. Let me tell you something, man. Them sound effects, the announcer, the unique characters, the combos, the ultra combos, and those backgrounds and the story. And let me tell you something. I love this game on Super Nintendo. Even on Super Nintendo, it is great. But if you haven't experienced the full experience of the original Killer Instinct arcade machine from 1994, oh my God, this game still holds up. As much as I love Killer Instinct 2013, man, there's something about that original, man. It just ain't the same. I don't get that same feeling. 2013 doesn't give me that same feeling that 1994 did. This is the fighting game that rivals Mortal Kombat. At number 6. This is going to come to surprise to some people. Like Joe, I love my Resident Evil, but my game of choice is Resident Evil 3 Nemesis from 1999. There hasn't been a game like this ever since. Resident Evil 2 kind of had that with Mr. X, but that feeling of being hunted down by the Nemesis is petrifying, and I just love that character, man. And seeing Jill in a tube top, yeah, for pixelated boobies. But let me tell you something. Let me just park that shit for just a minute. What makes this game special to me was that this time we get to explore all of Raccoon City, not just like the police station and outside the police station. This is really where you get an in-depth look at the zombie outbreak throughout the whole city. You're trying to escape with Jill while being hunted by Nemesis. Plus, I like the characters of Nikolai and Carlos. They add another dimension to it. And another thing that no one talks about enough is the extra mechanics of, being able to evade zombie attacks, where if you're tumbling or shoving, it adds another dimension to what we never saw in Resident Evil prior, and we haven't had ever since. Now we getting down to the nitty gritty. Pretty Guardian, I hope you are proud of me. Somewhere, somehow, I managed to fit an RPG in there. That being said, at number 5, Super Mario RPG Legend of the Seven Stars on the SNES. Hear me out now. There has been other Mario RPG games like Paper Mario and Mario & Luigi Superstar Saga and so on, but let me tell you something, none of them come close to Super Mario RPG, where the first time and only time in history where Nintendo and Squaresoft came together, made the ultimate RPG game. And what makes this game really special, not only that the turn-based RPG system is badass, there are characters that we fall in love with. Malo, Gino, you finally get to team up with Bowser and Princess Toadstool. Like, that shit is mind-blowing. Another thing too, Mario for years was just this fat dude with a mustache, just doing the side scroll and just doing his thing. But now in Super Mario RPG, we get to appreciate Mario, the character, Mario, the personality, Mario, the hero, and seeing him interact with people in the Mushroom Kingdom, people outside the Mushroom Kingdom, and his allies and his enemies. And we really get an in-depth look at the character and why he cares about being a hero so much. And that's why this game means so much to me. And it's an annual replay every year. And I cannot wait to play this game on Twitch. That's twitch.tv/NerdCage Live. Be there. At number 4, my favorite platformer of all time, my favorite Donkey Kong game of all time, Donkey Kong Country 2 Diddy's Conquest. Yo, listen, there are moments in my life that I'll never forget. When I saw Donkey Kong Country for the first time, I was blown out of my socks. I hadn't seen anything like that before. No video game looked that beautiful. No video game ran that smooth. Well, let me tell you something. That game got trampled over by its sequel, Donkey Kong Country 2. Better story, better music, better worlds, more intense, more hidden gems, more levels, better bosses, better everything. All the Donkey Kong games that come out since then has not come close to Donkey Kong Country 2, and that is why it's my 4th favorite game of all time and means so much to me. At number 3, Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past. This should come to no surprise. You knew a Zelda game was coming, and I've been vocal about how much Link to the Past is my favorite Zelda game. This game is beautiful. This game is intimate. Top-down Zelda is where it's at. Memorable dungeons, memorable bosses, memorable moments, memorable weapons and abilities, exploration, music. And I just feel like as great as Ocarina of Time is, as great as Twilight Princess is, as great as Breath of the Wild is, it just doesn't resonate the same as A Link to the Past does. I know I'm not the only one out there. And for those who've never played Zelda, this is where you start, and this is an annual play for me. At number 2, with no pun intended, Mortal Kombat 2 Oh my God, Mortal Kombat will always be my bread and butter. Mortal Kombat 1, I still remember the very first time I saw Mortal Kombat 1. But just like Donkey Kong Country 2, Mortal Kombat 2 took everything to the next level. Better music, more characters, more blood, more fatalities, more finishing moves, more special moves, more background fatalities, more hidden fights, and scarier bosses. And this is the last time in Mortal Kombat history where you go down an arcade ladder and you fight everybody. And I mean everybody. We haven't had that ever since. Mortal Kombat 2, what more is there to say? Finally, at number 1, my favorite video game of all time. I'm gonna break this shit down.
The last Metroid is in captivity. The galaxy is at peace.
Yes! Listen, no game has better music. This game invented the Metroidvania. This game invented speedrun. The fact that you're alone on this planet searching for the baby Metroid while being hunted by the space pirates and encountering massive bosses, monsters, and aliens. Holy shit. No Metroid game comes close to this. No Super Nintendo game comes close to this. No other video game comes close to this. This is a perfect 10. This is a work of art. This is a masterpiece. What more is there to say? It's just perfection at its finest. Super Metroid is poetry in motion. Samus's best adventure. And another thing that makes this game extra special and no one talks about is, besides the opening cinematic, we get storytelling through gameplay with no dialogue. Everything that's happening in front of you is telling a story, and shit just gets more and more intense as the game goes on. Listen, we appreciate all you guys getting to know us. We love the fact that you guys are tuning in to our top 10 favorite games, and guess what? We're getting ready to do top 10 favorite movies now, as the Get to Know the Cage series will continue, and it's going to continue for a while, I'll tell you that. So please, while you're at it, if you're new to the channel, please like, comment, subscribe, spread that shit like syphilis, and we will see you on the flip side, everybody. Keep gaming, NerdCage Nation.